Good morning. I'm trying to be good and share this out, so give me just a second. I got here just a little bit early. Hi, Wendy. Oh, not Wendy yet. I don't know what I'm doing this morning. Give me time to pull myself together. I can't even figure out how to share this. You guys are going to have to help me today. I'm like in some other... I really am in some other realm today. I don't even know what's going on, so... If you guys get here, you can help me out. There we go. Now we're making progress. I still don't know how to share it. No, don't do that. There is not enough brain cells to share. Share. Okay, that's good. All right, I see you, Wendy. Thank you for joining me. I'm sorry. I always try to get just a couple minutes. Hey. And so we got girls down in Florida in an electrical storm. So my timing today may not have been so great, and that's okay. That's okay. Let's share out. Let's have some fun today. Maybe that little Geraldine can catch us later after. Thank you for sharing. After after the electrical storm passes, we can catch up. So that's okay. I see two. We see one more. We're not alone, Wendy, and it's okay. I always say, you know, if one person joins me here, I'm perfectly happy. I had my cat. She even left me. She just got up and walked away. It's okay. Yeah, there's a storm at the river. I heard that this morning when we were gathering, and we heard the all that thunder. It was powerful when we were meditating. It was like boom, and it just kept rumbling. It was beautiful. I don't know about you guys, but I love a good thunderstorm. I don't want it to do any damage, but I do love a good thunderstorm. I feel some energy in the throat today, you guys. So somebody here. What do you got going on with your throat today? It just started. It's like I was sitting here and everything was fine, and then all of a sudden I'm like, ooh, something doesn't feel quite right. So we're going to make sure we clear some energy in the throat today. What else? I'm waiting. I'm tuning in just to see, because I am in joy today. I'm grateful. I'm thankful that I'm alive. I'm thankful that I'm alive in this time, in this place. I don't know how you're feeling, but so I'm just breathing it in. And so today, to me, as I was getting ready for this, it's like, it's Christmas. It's Christmas. I wonder if you can feel like that. If you're looking around you, it doesn't look like Christmas. It looks kind of scary out in the world. But I feel like today is going to be a message about gratefulness and about anticipation. The anticipation of what's coming our way, what is in the works, what is already happening beneath the surface that we can't see. Yes, thankful. Yes, it does clear the atmosphere. You're right. There's nothing like a good thunderstorm. It's like you get a good storm and you walk out when the storm is over, and the world just tastes different. It feels different. So, and it feels clean. Do you know the smell on a hot summer day after the rain has fallen on the asphalt? Do you remember that smell? It's got a scent all its own, like it's stirred up the dust, and somehow it's washed it all clean. So we're getting that today too. We planted that little tree. I'm being patient. I'm waiting for people. It looks like I see 6, so I'm waiting for people to say hi. Hi, Luann. It's nice to see you. Thank you for joining me. Let's see who else. I see Wendy and Luann. I see a number 5 up there, so I think there's a few more people in here lurking around, and that's okay. I feel as if today is an awakening. We're going to play a little bit, and we're going to come to a place of, I want us to feel like our little children are alive and well. Terry keeps messaging us. Our little children are alive and well today. I woke up feeling my child is in a happy place. She feels very safe and secure. It's as if every day we're wrapped up in this blanket of love and protection. And if you're not feeling it, just open to it. Open to it right now. I want you to get in that space of being a small child and knowing that all is well. Do you remember those days as a child? I know that I had a lot of days as a child where it felt kind of scary, but when I was very small, I see myself right now sitting in my grandmother's lap. I see her thumbs holding my book open. I see her reading me stories, and I felt this sense of security, like all was well in the world. Do you have a moment like that? Can you find, no matter what kind of growing up experience you had, can you sit in that today as we gather? Can you find your memory? It's okay to post some of these memories. I'd love to read them. Where was the place that you felt the safest? Where was the place on this earth where you felt like you were truly, completely at home? Totally safe. I'm going to give you a minute to think about that. I see a face. I think that might be Bobby Ann. I'm not sure. Those little faces are too small for me. Wendy, I see myself at 3 years old in a red... Hold on. I don't know why I try. Hi, Emily. Thank you for joining me. Alyssa, that's who I see. Look at how much better it is when I put on glasses. Wendy, I see myself at 3 years old in a red pushcar pram. Yeah, we call it either a carriage or a stroller if it's like pushchair. If it's like a chair, it's more of a stroller. If it's more of like a baby bed that was covered, those old ones, that's called a baby carriage here, but it's all the same thing. And so you were in that little thing when you were 3 years old. How sweet. So what we're doing is, hi Emily, what we're doing is imagining a safe time, a time in our childhood when we felt safe, or whoever was with us, wherever we were. We often, as we've been growing up, we've had times when we didn't quite feel safe. We didn't feel secure. We've all had those times in our childhood where the world was kind of crazy. Luann, when I was snuggled into my bed by my mom before going to sleep. Perfect. That's a very safe time, isn't it? Stroller then, Wendy, yes. It's okay for you to use whatever language you're used to using there. It's okay, we get it. It's kind of interesting to see the differences in what we call different things. Marietta, thank you for joining us. So you're thinking about, as we're kind of early in this, think about those safe times in your life when you were a child. I want you to really put yourself, not only think about those times, but once you find your memory, that time when you felt truly safe and secure, please put yourself in the energy of that. Can you imagine yourself into it? Can you put yourself back in that space of, oh, I feel so protected right now. I feel so safe. That's our goal right now, is to go into that place, into that energy. And this is, let's see, what kind of games did we play when we were kids where we used our imagination? I know when I was a kid, we had this favorite game that we would play. We would each be a robot. We'd all be standing in a circle or some kind of whatever, and one person would be the store owner, or the buyer. He would decide. He was the one that got to choose. He or she got to choose which robot they wanted. And so each one of us had to pretend to be something interesting. You had to come up with something like, what is my robot going to do that is going to make me stand out so that this person buys me? Because if this person buys me, then I get to be the buyer next, and I get to choose who I want to buy. And that was just a silly, fun, imaginative little game that we would play. And I want you to be that today, that little child. You're going to create in you the energy of childish exuberance. Did you notice that I named today Christmas? Because I feel as if we are in that pre-Christmas phase on this planet. No matter what we're seeing on the news, we are in an energy of, wow, it's just about Christmas. It's just about here. I'm excited. And it's building. That energy is really building. It was, as children, those days before Christmas, or those days before you got to go to that amusement park, or all those exciting things that you did as a child, fun things, happy times. those days building up to it were precious. We always wanted them over with as quickly as we could. We wanted to rush right through. I wanted Christmas morning. I wanted to open those presents. I wanted to see what I got. I wanted to play with those toys. And then it was over. We opened all the presents and we were like, okay, it was cool. We've got things to play with. But wow, what happened to all that excitement? It's over. It's gone. And now we got to wait a whole nother year for it. So we're in this place now. Let me see, Alyssa, let me see what you have to say. I had several homes growing up as my parents were split, so I found my safety with my grandparents. Me too. Or particularly in the kitchen with either of my grandmothers. That's excellent. The kitchen is such a sweet space. My grandmother taught me to make chocolate chip cookies in the kitchen. She was always making toast, or she made homemade applesauce or homemade jellies and apple pies. I remember when she would make apple pies, she would have extra. When she would push the dough into the pie plate, she would have extra dough left over, and she would cut it. It would be in these little bitty thin, because she would cut it off the edges. So it would be just these thin little pieces. And she would put it all on a baking sheet, and she'd sprinkle it with like cinnamon and sugar, and she'd put it in the oven. I loved that stuff. That was like my special treat, to get those little bits of crust off of the pie, what do you call it, pie shell? I guess that's what you would call it. Do you have memories like that where they made you goodies and you're like, oh my gosh. My grandmother was my person. I just felt like she just got me. She just accepted. Maybe that's the better word for it. She just accepted me and all of my failures and weaknesses and faults my perceived faults at the time. I could go to her and she just loved me. So I hope that all of us have had people like that in our lives. Emily, good. I'm glad you had that. No matter what happens to us, no matter how difficult it is, lots of French toast. Ooh, I love French toast. Yes, French toast. Chocolate milk. She always gave us chocolate milk. She'd say, okay, everybody would gather around the table for dinner. Diane, what do you want? I want chocolate milk. And she would have the quick ready, and she would pour the milk in and make us that. And you called your Wendy, I called my grandmother Mom. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. The grandparents, they're just so special. You know, they've already done the difficult work of raising kids, and then the grandkids come along and they just like, I can't wait to be a grandma one of these days. I want to spoil them. I want to love them. I want them to be able to come to grandma's house and know that they are safe and protected, and they can climb into my lap, and I'll read them stories, and I'll give my attention to them. And I want to be what my grandmother was to me, to my grandchildren, so badly. So there's that energy. I love how we can pass that. It's beautiful. So back to where we were. There's a lot of clearing going on, you guys. Push some energy into your throats for me, please, so I can get through this. Mary Ann, thank you for joining us. So as we're sitting here, we're imagining ourselves in the safest place possible. And if for some reason you can't find that memory that puts you into a sense of peace, I'm sending you, I am filled with just this peaceful, loving energy today. I'll be that grandmother to you. I'll pull your little one up into my lap and read a story. That's what we are to each other. We're all children. We're all grown-ups and we're all children. There is this healing process that happens in us. We talked about it on Rising Up with Cheryl Ann the other day. After Steve died, the most important thing for me to do was to learn how to love me. That was really important. It's really important if you haven't worked on yourself that way, because until you really love you, you can't find the comfort within yourself to go in and dig down deeply and find that little child. And once you can feel that love inside of you, you can take it to the little child inside of you, and you can hold that child and you can wrap him up, and you can say, oh my gosh, I love you so much. I love you so much. You are so perfect. You always deserved to feel safe and protected and loved, always. And so I'm going to give that to you now. So that's what we're all about every morning when we gather like this. Can you get back into that space? Can you be that grandmother that you guys are talking about, or that person that made you feel safe? Can you be that person? Can you take on the aura of that person in your adult self? And then can you go in and find that little child that's inside of you, wherever she or he is hiding? And can you pull that child up in your lap and say, I love you so much? Can we visualize that right now? Can you visualize yourself holding that little one in your lap. And say it out loud or say it to yourself. I love you so much. Do it as often as possible. That part of you is scared in all of this, is afraid of losing, afraid of the unknown. It needs protection, needs to feel safe. And so that's our job, is to make that part of us feel safe again. And then the second part of this message is better. Can you create some excitement in yourself as if we're sitting in the week before Christmas? It's just a few days until everything happens, until we're so close to the end of this whole thing that's going on. And how are we going to come out on the other side? Are we allowing ourselves to really grow from this? Are we allowing ourselves to really learn more about love? As we meditated this morning in Coffee and Conversation, a couple of questions came up, a couple of things. Can you hear? You know, it's like the angels are here. They're giving you a message. What are they telling you? And what I was hearing was, there is this, we're in a space right now of abundance, of an abundance of love. What are you here for? I am here to learn how to love more abundantly. I love that phrase. That's exactly how it came to me. It was, the question was put out there, why am I here? What did I come here for? What is my purpose? And the answer came clearly from my guides, angels, whoever. I heard it so clearly. You are here to learn how to love more abundantly. And that message isn't just for me. That's for all of us. It came through for all of us. We are truly here. Put all the other stuff aside. All of it. Yeah, you got a lot of stuff going on. I know that. But the one thing that you came to this planet to do was to learn how to love more abundantly and to receive love more abundantly. It's not just giving. We're empaths. We want to give, 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 give. We're sitting here today realizing that it is Christmas time, that not only are we here to learn to love ourselves, to learn to love that little child inside of us, but we have so much help. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. We are being given gifts. I'm going to tell a little story because it was so powerful to me yesterday. There was a time when I just didn't realize that I was gifted at all. I thought, wow, my she is a medium. When she was little, she was playing with, I hate to call them dead people because Steve has made me quite aware that he's not dead, but she was playing with spirit all the time. And I thought, wow, she's powerful. And what I realized later was she was getting that from me. I didn't even know. So the reason why I say that is because I don't believe that any one of you really knows what you're capable of yet. You probably know that you've got beautiful gifts. You know that you're an empath. I hope you know that by now. I hope you know that you are gifted, but I think that none of us really knows what we're capable of yet. As much as I've received in the past couple of years, it ain't nothing. That phrase just hit me, and I love it when it's like, ding, it ain't nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. This is Christmas. And so as gifted as you think you are, there are gifts coming to you that are so incredible that you can't even imagine. You can't even imagine what you're capable of. We're sitting the day before Christmas. We are being gifted with an abundance, and we can't even imagine. You could have made the perfect Christmas list, and you can't even imagine how much you are going to receive if you're open to receiving. It's learning to love yourself enough. It's learning to comfort that little child inside of you so that you can come to a place where you are ready to just absolutely receive. Can you visualize yourself being that child the day before Christmas? You made a Christmas list. You were trusting in Santa Claus. You knew that whatever you asked for, you were going to get. What are you asking for? What would you like to receive? That's the question. What would you like to receive? Because you're going to receive that and so much more. I was literally walking, cute, sweet message. I was literally walking through my yard yesterday. I have this sweet man in my life who has decided that we need to create a memorial here in this little yard. I live right beside the place where I had Steve's memorial service, and right up the road, about a mile walk, is where I left his ashes. And I was led to this house by Spirit, I guarantee you. And so yesterday he brought a little tree, It's well, a couple days ago. Yesterday we decided to plant a little red maple, and um, I didn't know. I was like looking at it, and I was like, I don't know where I want to put it. I want it to be in a place where it's going to grow. I was a little worried about it like a little baby. I wanted it to be safe, and I wanted it to grow strong. And the place where I walked out to the place where I thought I wanted it to be, where I was going to create a little memorial garden for him. And I thought this will be perfect. And I stood there in my stocking feet. I didn't take the time to put shoes on. I walked out there kind of barefoot so I could feel the earth energy. And I went to that place and it didn't feel right. It's like, no, not a good place. So I kept walking around the yard, and he would pick it up and carry it with me and set it in another place. I was like, how does it look there? And I'm like, it doesn't matter how it looks. I gotta see how it feels. So I kept feeling it out, and I walked up to one spot right up in front, and my heart filled right up. It was like, oh, it's this energy. I like this love energy I'm feeling right here. I want this tree to feel loved. And so we stayed really close to that, and he started to try to dig a little bit. He came up closer in the middle of the yard, and he started to dig, and he hit a rock. And I was like, I was already thinking that's not a good place. And I was gonna let him because I'm really, I don't know. Sometimes I don't stand up. So I was gonna let him do it, and then that rock stopped him. And I had stepped away about 3 or 4 feet, and I was standing in a spot on the earth where my feet felt really alive, and all of a sudden they just were like on fire. It was like, yes, right here, right here. So I said, I'd like you to try right here. Let's see how the earth feels right here. And he dug right there, and it was perfect. There was no rocks, there was nothing. It was easy digging. That tree went in perfectly. That little Steve tree, we've named it Steve. The little Steve tree is standing there in the rain today. We got it planted, and it's been raining on it ever since, and it looks happy. And it feels so good to me to look out that window and see that little tree. He's never had a memorial, so this is so beautiful to me to have this person in my life that came to me with the idea of creating a memorial for this man who meant so much to me, to all of us. So I'm so blessed by this. And the reason I'm telling you this is, have you ever tried walking around the earth? Have you ever tried asking a question about where you should plant something or how you should go about doing something? And instead of just trying to go from here, feel it here. How does it really feel? Can you really get... Our intuition is growing so strong. We're really morphing. I said this morning to a few of you girls that I feel like we're straight out of the X-Men. It's like we are mutants, and that's not a very nice word. Those gifts that you see on those crazy movies, often they make it look way out of the realm of anything, but I always pick up on it that those empaths, guess what? Empaths are not just in the movies, they're real, and they're powerful creatures. We are powerful. We are powerful. You are powerful. And it is the day before Christmas, and all you got to do is, I'm open to it, whatever happens. I didn't expect that to happen in the yard yesterday, but I was open to it. I just went, wait, let me try this a little differently. I wonder if I can do this. Be like that little child who's like full of wonder and trying to decide if you can do it or not. Can I do this? Can I walk that tightrope? Can I ride this bike? Can I feel the earth through my feet? Can I send energy to those people that I love? Hi, Angela. Nice to see you. Mary Ann, I think I said good morning, but if I didn't, good morning, good morning. I hope you guys are putting yourselves in that place of comfort, being wrapped up by that person that made you feel safe. Anybody that's just popping in, I would like you to feel that sense of safety. And if you can't find it, my energy is all about it this morning, and I am sending it your way. Feel safe, feel protected, feel wrapped up in love today. And know that you are so much more capable. That's the message that comes through to me today, is you are so much more capable of these miraculous things than you think that you are. No matter how gifted you are, there's always more that's available to you. Can you open to it? No one is any more special. We're all special. We're all miraculous beings here. If you see something that somebody else has, if somebody else does these beautiful card readings, if somebody else reads palms, if somebody else is an energy healer, is intuitive, feels earth energy, whatever it is, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? You can have any of it and more. You can have any of it and more, because we can't even imagine it all yet. We can't imagine what's under that Christmas tree. When we come out the other side of this, we don't have any idea. I've stopped even trying to figure it out. I'm not even going to try. I just want to sit in it. I just want to be that little girl 2 days before Christmas, looking at those presents under that tree that are so beautifully wrapped, and knowing that they have my name on them, and knowing that I am ready and open to receive. Because things happen when we're open to receive. That light behind me, I don't know if it's my imagination or if it's just feeling the energy this morning of all you guys, but do you see what it keeps doing? See if it does it again while we're sitting. Let's send it a little love bomb. Let's see if we can make that light flash. See what I mean? This is what I mean. What do you want? What do you want to do? Do you want to have some telepathy? Do you want to, what do you want? Look at those movies with all those wild things, and you're like, wait a minute, maybe I can do that too. Maybe I can levitate that thing across the room. Maybe I can learn to fly. Maybe I can, I don't know. But I'm willing, as a child, I'm willing to throw some fake wings on my back and maybe stand on the roof and flap them a little bit and hope for the best. I don't know. I'm not going to go far, though. But I'm willing. I want to be that child that believes that she can hold a bunch of balloons in her hand. Hi, Sean. That she can hold a bunch of balloons in her hand, and that maybe she could fly off over to some beautiful world, maybe to Paris, maybe to Rome. Those balloons can take me on adventures. Do you remember those children's stories that you were told by your grandmother, by your mother, by whoever? They were beautiful, and they were fairy tales, and they had happily ever afters. We all get a happily ever after. That's our storybook time today. We're all going to get a happily ever after. This is coming out no matter what happens. When we're looking at it when we're looking at it through the eyes of fear, we can see a whole lot of negative stuff going on. Go back to the kaleidoscope today. I'm gonna close this eye. This is the eye that's afraid. This is the side of me that's scared. In this side, I'm gonna look through that kaleidoscope, and I'm gonna shine it to the light, and I'm gonna let it shine through all those beautiful colors and make beautiful designs. And I'm gonna hold myself in that place as often as I possibly can today, away from the news. I'm going to stay in that beautiful place. And I'm going to let myself be in receiving mode 2 days before Christmas. I'm here. My basket is waiting to be filled. And I'm ready to receive whatever gifts you want to give to me. There it goes again. I'm ready to receive. What do you feel like? Do you feel like that little child? Can you feel that? So we're going to clear a little energy today. We're going to have fun. I have no idea where it's going to go or what's going to happen. I've had a lot of stuff going on in the throat since we got here, so there's some clearing that needs to happen. Sarah Ann, thank you for joining us. Anything you guys want to tell me, feel free, and I'll try to get it up. Your safe space, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're ready to receive. If you have any kind of requests, if you're concerned or you're worried about anything and it's holding your energy down, let it go, put it out there right now, and let's be ready to let it go. Let's be ready to let it go today. Don't let those heavy worries and concerns weigh you down today. Let your imagination soar. How many of you watched the show Reading Rainbow? It's been coming to me all the time lately, that little song from Reading Rainbow. Butterfly in the sky, I can soar twice as high. So let's do that today. Let's put on our butterfly suits today. That's how we're going to go in meditation. And I want you to picture yourself being this beautiful butterfly. Draw it today if you want to do your artwork. Every day I try to give you some kind of a project. Okay, that's okay, Luann. Come back later. I'm sending you some loving energy, whatever your little situation is. I hope that it's resolved easily, but thank you for joining us. So be in that space of you're putting on your butterfly suit. Color yourself into your imagination. Write your own story right now. Write yourself into any kind of storybook that you'd like that's gentle and sweet, and you get to be the butterfly, and you get to choose the colors of your wings. And I feel those wings on my back right now. So I hope you're feeling the same thing. And have you ever seen a butterfly when they first come out and they've got those fresh wings? We're all just like, we're new to these wings. So we're kind of, they're a little bit damp yet. So we're kind of just flapping them around a little bit. I love to watch a new butterfly. As soon as they, can you imagine they've gone through life and they've only been able to crawl their whole lives. They're crawling and they're eating and that's it. They go away for a while and when they come back out, they're a beautiful butterfly. And I want you to be that right now, okay? I want you to be that butterfly that is coming out of that chrysalis or cocoon and suddenly you realize you've changed. And you stretch those wings and you flap them a little bit. They're a little damp. You're not quite sure what to do with them yet. We're all in that phase of we're getting new wings and we don't quite know what we're going to do with them. We don't really know how to fly yet, but it's natural. It's natural. These gifts are all natural to you. So flap those wings a little bit. And then when you're ready, I want you to visualize yourself. We are now sitting in the energy of Source, whatever you would like to call your creator. We're sitting in that. Hi, Robin, sorry. Robin, good morning. You're a butterfly right now, Robin. You've come out of your cocoon and your wings are ready. You're going to shake them a little bit, dry them out, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to start flapping them and we're going to lift up into the air. And as we're doing that, I want you to just be open. Be like the child. Yes, I can fly. I can fly. I can fly. Look what I can do. And as you're doing that, we're allowing the clearing energy to go through every one of your chakra centers. So you're going to get cleared. I can feel it in my crown. It is going quickly. We're in a good group today. Continue to fly. Picture those beautiful wings of yours. Where do you want those wings to take you? And as you're doing it, please relax your body. Allow healing energy to enter. Allow it to enter into every single cell of your body. Allow it to clear each one of your chakra centers. And allow it to flush right on down through into the earth. We're letting go. Release your hands. You can even use your hands like butterfly wings. And as you're doing that, picture as you're shaking them, as you're flapping them, picture any negativity, any fear-related energy that's in you, around you, in your home, with your loved ones, in your car, on your land. All of it is just washing away right now. All of it. It's washing away. It's being taken down into the crystalline core of the earth, and you are lighter and lighter and lighter. And as the butterfly, you're able to fly higher into the sky. You're looking at the tops of trees now. Flap those wings. Enjoy your freedom. And continue to fly. I'm feeling the energy as it's moving. It has moved down through the third eye and down into the throat. We're getting a lot of healing energy in the throat again. I love that. So make sure that you're breathing as you're flying. Breathe that in. Push it into your throat. Allow the healing to go there. And I'll let you know when it's moving down. It's a beautiful, like, giggle energy that I feel right now in my throat. Like I just want to crack up laughing. I hope you're feeling that. And it's going down towards the heart. It's filling the heart. Fill up your heart space with air right now. Hold it. Let that healing energy into your lungs. You're going to need it if you're going to fly even higher. You want your lungs to be strong. Do that 2 or 3 times, as many times as you feel. I want this to be completely self-regulated. You know how much healing your body needs. You know how much air you need to get yourself up into those clouds. So keep filling it. Keep filling yourself up. Can you visualize those blue skies as you're going? Keep flapping those wings. It's easy. There's nothing difficult about this. Have you ever watched a butterfly? It doesn't really fly. It flutters. It just goes. It just goes. The wind kind of takes it, and it's just kind of beautiful. It's like a dance. And I'm feeling that energy down in the third chakra. It's your solar plexus area. And it's clearing away the clutter. If you're still carrying things that that no longer serve you. You can say, please just use your words if you need to. Take that. I give that up. I don't need that anymore. I don't need it. It's okay to take it away. I want to fly. I just want to fly like the butterfly, and I can't carry this stuff with me. It holds me down to the earth, so I'm letting it go. And it's flushing on down through the second, down through the root chakra, the sacral, all the way down. There's heat all the way down. And it's flushing all that stuff away. And it's allowing you to get even higher in the sky. You're in the clouds now, and that butterfly is loving it. You're just loving those beautiful clouds. I see us all together. I see just like a whole hundreds, thousands, millions, billions. We're all finding our wings, and that sky is full of butterflies, and they're just playing, and they're fluttering, and they're happy, and they're free. Right down through our legs, down through the feet. My feet are now very warm and snuggly again. We're letting that energy go right down into the crystalline core of the earth. And as we do, I hope that you can feel it. Feel that heat come right back up through your feet. Feel that energy come up through your legs, through your knees, through your hips, and all the way through your body. Draw it. I did this the other night with Geraldine. It was a breathing from the base of the spine. Pull your air all the way from the base of the spine and feel it. See it going past every vertebrae. Push it all the way back. You might even hear it in your throat as it comes up. It's power. It's energy. It's clean. It's pure. And it's going to give you the energy that you need to get through all of these things that are going on around you right now. And it's that cloak of protection, that cloak of love. And it is beautiful. You can hold it for just a minute. When you're ready, just let it go, let it go, let it go. All is well. You are completely, visualize yourself completely safe and protected. You have a cloak around you that wraps us like a bubble. Picture your butterfly. This is beautiful. I just saw that. Picture that butterfly. It's flapping along and it's beautiful. And wrapped around it is this beautiful bubble of protection. Nothing can hurt you. Nothing's hurting your butterfly today. It's perfectly safe and protected. We are wrapped up in love. We are wrapped up in protection. And through the entire day, I hope that you'll go back to this safe place where you can feel completely at home, completely protected, and able to fly lighter than you've ever felt before and ready to receive. Be in receiving mode. Whatever it is, with childlike innocence, whatever it is that I can receive, whatever abilities that can be heightened, whatever new abilities that I can awaken to, I'm ready. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. And as I will, so let it be done. As I will, so let it be done. As I will, so let it be done. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ascended masters. Thank you, God, universe, source, whatever name you want to give. Thank you. Be in gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you to each one of you for joining me here today. I am so thankful to each one of you. I love that we can share this time together every day. You guys brighten my day every day. So thank you. Have a beautiful day. I'll be back tomorrow. Sarah Ann, if I didn't say hello, I'm saying hello, Sean. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you guys have a beautiful day. Check in again with me tomorrow. I'll be back. Take really good care of yourselves today. And I hope you're feeling lighter energy. You're so welcome. Wendy, thank you for joining me. You're so welcome, Alyssa. Thank you for being here. Take excellent care of yourselves today. I hope to see you here again tomorrow. Should be 10 o'clock. If there's any change in it, I'll let you know, but it should be here at 10 o'clock again tomorrow. Take good care. I love you so much.